Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So we're going to jump into some more game demos today that stood out to me and seemed kind of interesting. And this one is called, I believe it's Things Too Ugly. It sounded like it's probably kind of like a detective style game, at least from what I was seeing on some of the stuff. Kind of like on the vein of the operator, but wasn't much of a intro screen. So we start out on this one. It says, "Dear valued Trebro and Company employee, this is 4/2/1986. Congratulations on your promotion to join our third shift risk assessment management team. As an incident data processor, you will closely work with an R&M supervisor to monitor prior incidents and determine alternative approaches that may yield more favorable outcomes in the future. You're an important to the protection of the Trebro's human and financial assets. To this end, remember never to share personal or identifying information with any or other Trebro staff. Always adhere to your restroom and meal break schedule, and always input clean, accurate data into your terminal. Remember to clock in to begin your shift. Trebro management, working hard, working safely, and working always. P.S. You can refer to your training notes in the help menu." So, base game or I quit. Okay, so we clock in for our shift. Okay, press any key to begin. Here we go. So it's like, is it going to do something? I've pressed the key multiple times now. Okay, April 1986. Let's see, notes new 8861. Legends tests new software start third shift. Retraining. Okay, this is blinking. Shift to zoom in calendar view. Okay, so Trebro Laboratories, data processor, tools of the trade. Easy Coder, portable AM/FM radio, portable GPS unit. See reverse for diagrams and operating. So Trebro and Company began encrypting sensitive information contained within internal office communications in 1955. It's not just for listening to music. Some pertinent information or timely announcements may be broadcast locally for staff. Still, its prototype stage, this unit is capable of displaying various locales held by Trebro and Company. Enter a valid 4-digit location ID, commonly known as location, to display its corresponding map. That's probably what this is, 8861. Okay, so listen to your supervisor. Something's beeping. They'll instruct you over the intercom. Communication logs from your supervisor and others save on the terminal. Review them through the help menu. Maintain anonymity and protect sensitive information. Let's see reverse for diagram. Let's see, left and right arrows, rotate document. Oh, we use everything. Okay, there's my coder. Oh, it's like a old decoder. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay, I get used to the arrows for that. Beeping is driving me nuts. The radio, GPS, what's this one? Telos is user ID. Okay. Where meters is used, replace with yards. Where apples is used, replace with alpha. Where butter is used, replace with Bravo. Where Charlie is used, no change. Where ABC array is used, replace with XYZ. That's probably got something to do with the coder. Oop. Okay, so how do I get out of here? Escape is help. Quit to main menu, close help menu, comm logs. Control. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is weird, some of the settings for this.
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to It Came From the Ether, eclectic sounds from today's most infamous underground artists. As always, I'm your host CJ, and I'm here to help you get through the night shift. Our next song is a strange little number. Here's Ultrasonica by the Sundogs.
That's pretty cool. Just kind of messing with this for a little while.
What?
Okay, we'll put that away. Okay. This is my global, my GPS. Okay, so how do I got coffee? Ooh, coffee there. Pancake breakfast and fish fry. Sounds delicious. Okay, can I click on anything? There we go.
Hey, you awake in there?
Nope.
I know. The transition to the night shift can be tough, but I'm sure you'll adjust in time. Everyone does. Or we hire another. Listen, we're going to work through a new stack of incident files and see how the updated software works. R&D says they've rooted out the bugs in the query system, so the data you input should better model past incidents. We'll see, I guess. I'll review each report as it comes through. You go ahead and get logged in, then begin processing the first file. The night courier dropped off 5, but don't rush. Remember, accuracy is extremely important to prevent incidents of a similar nature. Okay, I'll leave you for a bit. Talk soon.
Okay, interesting. Let me put that away real quick. Okay, so I believe my so it's Telos is my user ID. I think that's what it is. So where do that's supervisor. How do I get over here on my computer? I don't need that. I've been clicking it. Is there a button I hit? Terminal view. Okay, up arrow. There we go. Okay. So Telos. I don't know if I know my password. .5. Is that AM or FM? Let's see. Be about in there. Turn that down a little. Some reason it lost it? Okay, so we have rotate documents, terminal view, control. Third shift starts, legend. Could that be my password? This is probably the shift. Shift codes update with each shift change, first, second, and third, and are broadcast locally on AM 820.
Seven, 9, 1, 1. 7, 9, 1, 1. 7, 9, 1, 1. 7, 9, 1, 1, 7, 9, 1.
Got it. Okay, but now I just have to figure out what order those are. Oh, good, I wrote it down there. That's nice. Okay. New, could this be maybe my password? I don't know. Let's try 8861. Okay, the passcode's not right. Let's try it's not legend. Okay. So I need my passcode. Crossroads. There we go. Took me a bit, but I figured it out. Okay, so Incident File 12. Terra Bureau intensified its search for natural resources in the late 1950s. Incident File 12.15 contains important data regarding a series of events during and after a seismic test in Mississippi River. Task 1, which submersible watercraft was launched in the Mississippi River and at what depth? And Task 2 is reproduce the coordinations or the conditions of the subsequent seismic thumper test. So the operator, data type and value, cap blocks automatically enabled, include spaces where necessary, no special characters. Okay, so incident file 112. Now how do I reproduce the coordinates or the conditions of the subsequent seismic thumper test? Propel, uncouple, reverse, descend, displace, lock. Oh, here we go. Open file. Okay. Okay, looking great after the pressure test. Is it Siren 4? Seismic thumper operation reference. Just a quick note for you, remember the new thumper can propagate 3 types of waveforms, sine, square, and triangle. Each is for a different purpose. We do know for sure that 50% of the max hertz, can't recall it exactly, was the way to go. Be safe on Friday. P.S. Fishing next week. Regards. Okay, so it says, false earthquake means true promise for local community. Residents of Chester, Illinois experienced what was originally thought to be an earthquake on Friday afternoon. However, Telebro and Company has released an official statement explaining that the variation or the vibrations some felt as far away as St. Geneva, Missouri, were caused by systematic equipment placed in the Mississippi River. The statement explains that the equipment was deployed to produce sine waves that could reveal changes in geological densities, which may suggest the presence of natural resources. Telebro's spokesperson, Harris Jacobs, told Daily Eagle staff on Monday there is no cause for alarm. We've dispatched our public and environmental safety team, and they've given the river the all clear, Jacobs added. The initial data indicates great promise for finding substantial resources, job-creating resources. Telebro and Company, a statement can be read entirely on page 4A. Oh, whoops. Hit my sticky keys too long. Okay, there's nothing on that. Okay, so August 12th, 1959, Field Research Team Muscle, Dale Clark, Chief Submersion Engineer, 814 launch procedures. Be advised that prior to launching the most recent submersible model, its cabin must be pressurized on-site to test for leaks. Though we have already conducted this test, the facility tank protocol requires a second test immediately before staff board for a descent. pressurized to 4 atmosphere, twice as much as required for the descent depth. Then check for air leaks at the hatch seams and window apertures. When in doubt, refer to the chart below. This seems confusing. Great Muddy Festival, 1959, August 1st and 2nd. Okay, the Mississippi Valley Historical Society wishes to acknowledge that this year... Whoops, wrong button. I was going to zoom in and I pushed the wrong button. Year's festivities will take place on traditional lands to the following people. I'm not even going to try to say those. Let's push the test back. Okay, so what was it we needed? Close incident file. Okay, so we subname. Do these do anything? Operators. Data type is the subname. Well, it's Siren. Okay, yeah, so that one. Operator is propel, uncouple, reverse, descend, displace, hold, dock. This is the only thing that says feet, and that's what's listed as this. Let's see if it... Okay, the 33 feet. And then the operator... God, you just basically type those in. See which one exists, because this is kind of confusing to me. Just type them all in. I'm an idiot on this game because I'm absolutely confused. I thought it was going to be similar to Operator, which I had done earlier. Descend. Okay, so we did that one. Which submersible watercraft was launched in the Mississippi River and at what depth? Okay, so it was with those. Okay, so test 2 is reproduce the conditions of the subsequent seismic thumper test. That was on that piece of paper, wasn't it? The thumper test, this one? Nope, wrong button. Yeah, nothing on that one. The I remember reading about the thumper test. Here, seismic thumper operation. With appropriate adapter and cable. You have sine, square, and triangle, but I don't know which one... Waveform values. I had the list. Wasn't it this 120 or 220? I don't know if those would go on there together. Uh-oh. Did I get too many wrong answers? Things too ugly. I don't know what just happened. So just gonna keep repeating it? Thank you for playing Things Too Ugly demo. Will you set right a decades old wrong? Check out the full game. This one I'm not too sure on. I don't know if this is my type of game. It was definitely confusing me because there's just so much information there. I could just be too dumb for it. I mean, that's possible. I was hoping it was kind of like the operator. But this could be somebody else's type of game. It's just not for me. I probably wouldn't play this one again. I don't know, maybe if you guys were watching me play and you were like, oh no, it's this answer, what are you doing? But yeah, I don't know if that's my type of game, but I'm gonna hop into another demo and we're gonna check that one out. Alright everyone, we are back, and this one is called Tavern Talk, which I do believe I actually already have on my wish list, because it reminded me of like Coffee Talk or Valhalla, and I love games where you serve drinks and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so you can pick your pronouns. I am she, her. Hi, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Aramanthian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut, just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Yeah, I mean, spice it up, huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. I wish to be a hero slating mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Sounds like a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe. No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. Okay, so character information unlocked. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Okay, so Fable Verena, Elf 110, Ranger, Ashen Grove, Neutral Good, the Hanged Man, they, them. Fable Verena is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about it. Well, everything really. Their nut allergy problem doesn't help either. Okay, so we have character things. Looks like possibly could have more than one page of characters. Rumors, quests. We have the log, which goes back over what you've talked. We have recipes. Okay, neat. We got the Frosted Lagoon, Swift Strike, Spoken Heart, Southern Brawler, and a Sparkling Nebula. We have our ingredients. Okay. Infusions. Nice. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, but to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a Swift Strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a Swift Strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, tutorial, no. I mean, I need a tutorial. I need to see how we play this. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Okay, so welcome to my drink mixing nook. Hello, Undo. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipe. Can you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for more varied results, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or I want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistake to Undo. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay, so order is the Swift Strike. That's what it was. Okay, draw recipe. Swift Strike. Okay, so rumor has it's a spicy potion, but wears out. How am I supposed to know what goes in it? Oh, here we go. Dexterity. So 3 dexterity? Is that what it is? Okay, which one? This is charisma, strength, intelligence. I'm assuming this is the area ingredient, Pluma. Enhances finesse and reflexes with Pluma. Adventures become quicker, better, faster, stronger. Perhaps not that last one. Okay, so we need the 3 of the Puma, I'm assuming. So this one. This one. Wait. Is it not? Oh, do we put it up there? What? Why isn't it going in my jar? I don't understand why it's not. Oh, do I have to what do I have to do? Okay, I did the recipe. Right. Oh, there we go. Good lord. Okay, there's my 3. And you can pour it to him if you mess up. This drink is not finished yet. Okay, well, what do I need more? This is not the right drink. It has to be... What does it say? This is not the right drink. It has to be a recipe that fits. Okay, so he can drink it. Okay, so I'm assuming we have to get it to fill in there. Okay. And then we need strength with some strength. This is confusing. This is definitely different than most of the games. So we need a defense is what's needed. Because it's leaning towards that. So we need the Fergus. Is it slightly further down? It looks like it's kind of well-rounded. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Let's see if it takes it. This is not the right drink. Okay, so we can pour out some. Oh, it highlights on there what we need. Okay, that's cool. Looks like there's a little bit of that in it. Swift strike. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, that took me a bit to figure out. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? You actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Oh. Just gonna stare at me. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay, so we need a spoken heart. Okay, and that looks like it needs a little defense. And a little of this. Spoken heart. Now I've got the hang of it. This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee hunting the lonesome lagoon at night. Or haunting the lonesome lagoon. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Rumor unlocked, song of bones and water. Okay, so banshees haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones, hopefully hyperbole. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No. Not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I can never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the Grove, as well as my sisters. I think he'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if... It's wrong to leave, though. What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Okay, so we serve at day and night. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeeper. Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quest, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me, but I may have one for you or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Trigorin, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south of Irove. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps, Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one are you in, Keep? Team Vampire? Totally Team Vampire. If you know me, you knew that's what I was going to pick instantly. So you're into the Fangs, are you? And Innkeep never tells. You little rascal, I like you. Likewise. What about you? Vampires. Why? The wolves are too close to kin, and yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fellow. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. The same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that southern werewolf, yeah. Right. Anything else that might help others get it done with it... Wait. Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into the dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Lynn. Gotcha, Carolyn. Gotcha, Care. I like Care. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Okay, so want something with strength. So let's see. Strength is this one, right? Yep, sword is strength. So Southern Brawler looks like what we want. A little bit of defense. It doesn't look like that, but we can't add any more. I might have added too much of the strength. Let's just pour it out and start over. I'll start with these first. And then I'll just pour the rest of this. Here we go, Southern Brawler. A drink with 0 water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving, thanks. Where will you head from here? Haps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick to the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's too much use digging up... I don't think there's too much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright. Well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Okay, so we got more on Care. Okay, so she's a Vukalkin? 36. Her Beast Slayer, Irve. Chaotic Good, the Chariot. So Care is a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. She despises small talk in any way or form, and understandably for her, keeps her distance from werewolves. Wouldn't like being mistaken for one either. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Okay, so I could use some help. Fine. I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the next best step would be sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all from the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select the quill or yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Okay, so werewolves. Thank you for your help, Care. Oh, there's still more. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Okay, so the werewolves all go together. Okay, a werewolf on detours. A resident Vaukkin passed by the Wafer's End, reporting a werewolf making their way to the Terrigan from Erve. They posed a potential threat to both helpless sheep and villagers. Apparently werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save Terrigan from this werewolf mayhem and keep? Nice. Okay, so that's kind of a different aspect. We make quests and stuff. Does he really need to eat? I fed him a lot of my drinks. So we feed him and clean up. And blow out the candles. Okay, Act 1, The Wayfarer's End. 2, Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. Okay, so start day. Oh, we're actually going to get started day. I was figuring it was going to end at that. The quest maker. Quest take. You're not going to fight the werewolf. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Terrigan. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe. No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I stepped into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for adventurers. There's a start for an adventure. It's near forest. You know forest. You live in forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then, I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest, then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if, when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead? And then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm able to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah. Maybe you'll be able to add my bonus to your menu soon. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of the epic Fable, the Protector of the Woods, the World, the Worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats that they can look back on and prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mari Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amarithian Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. The Mari Morgan incident, your first encounter with the Hydra, why does no one want to spend time with you? I mean, let's ask that one. Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and wherever I go, good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it by except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of the hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Okay, what's the Mari Morgan incident? Yes, the Mari Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Thank Gia, word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Salvian spirit, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tarragon recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I didn't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mari Morgan. You know the Mari Morgan, yes? The wraithful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms, so we unlocked the room of the Mari Morgan. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey, and I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the quag mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers, but you didn't. But I didn't. Your first encounter with the Hydra? Well, just a day after I arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plan Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amarithian Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just sat down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. I looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the glided ice. Some things are as changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amarithian Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up in neat, mistakeless bows. Your mistakes are part of your story fable, no matter how hard you try and shame yourself for them. I like you the same nonetheless. Just try to do better in the future. That's all you can do. I mean, yeah. How do I do that? I don't know. You'll figure it out. I hope so. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest? For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I fable a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs. Am I going to embark on a quest and save the villagers? And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the question in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise, round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. I mean, yeah, dude, come on. Okay, so either dexterity or charisma. So the swift strike or the spoken heart. Maybe we should go with the spoken heart. It might be a... Actually, maybe I didn't need that one. Looks like this is a little bit more in the vein of it as well as this. There we go. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better, braver, but barming. No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tarragon, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday, and how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of Fusion in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. I hope Fable will be alright. I wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Okay, so that's the end of the demo. It's the developers right there. I always like to see pictures of the developers. I always think it's neat. Alright, everyone. So that was a Tavern Talk. I've got one more demo that I'm going to try out that looked interesting to me, and we'll be right back with that. Alright, everyone. So we're back into my last demo that I had picked out, and this is for a game called Minds Beneath Us. And I think it's an adventure type game. It looked really interesting. I think it also had, like, if I remember right, a cyberpunk feel to it. So you also have two stages apparently you can do. You can do construction, which has a spoiler alert, or you can do the opening. So we're going to go with the opening because I don't want to spoil anything for you or myself. Confirm movement commands. So I have run. So was there any response? Don't think so. What? Were you going to get somebody? We've been awake for a while. No one's come to check on us. The door is locked, so we can't get out either. Why are we locked in? I don't get it. Where is this? That's what I want to know. I woke up after that accident we had. I have no idea what went down, and it hurts everywhere. But when I woke up, you were already up for a while, boss. Boss? Who, me? Who else? The boss of the biggest smuggling outfit in the town, Ivan Zhang. This kid knows how to talk. You're quite a smooth talker. Of course. It's an important skill to have when you're working with you. So, what do? Do you think we were arrested? His voice is getting stiff. He's not that good at hiding his nervousness. Arrested, but we're in a hospital. What are you so anxious about? Anxious? Am I? Maybe a little. I'm a little confused as to what's going on. All I know is I woke up hurting all over. Shit. Still can't move my legs. He's starting to panic. Calm down. Let's get oriented. Got it. Sorry, I can't take care of myself. It's fine. Or I can take care of myself. I just want to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. So what do you think? Do you think we've been arrested? I don't understand why you'd think that, perhaps. Because the cops were literally on our tail. What's wrong with you? You've been kind of out of it. Is this because of the crash? Did you get a concussion? You saying I have brain problems? You're the one with the concussion. I won't deny that. I've been feeling dizzy this whole time. God knows when it'll stop. I can't remember what happened in between either. How much can you recall? My memory's pretty blurry. A little bit, but it's still kind of a blur. What about you? Why don't you tell me what you know? I need some clues to help me piece together. Sure, will do. I met up with Ah Chang at the docks at 4 a.m. He said he had a package for us that he was smuggled out of Sunrise Labs. What was in the package? Who's Ah Chang? It was some kind of liquid weapon. It's all he wanted to reveal. If we wanted to buy, we had to meet him face to face. But I should be the one asking that question. You were the one who verified the contents. I was only responsible for moving the goods. You never told us anything about him. I don't think they'd cheat us, though. After all, my brother Alex was the one who had introduced us. Otherwise, this trade would never happen. What do you think? So in the end, it was a successful transaction. Ah Chang gave us the goods. We gave him the money. I did the appropriate preparations to secure the package, and we were off. But a couple minutes after we had pulled away, things started going awry. The cops just started shooting us. There was no sirens, no blockades, not even a fucking warning. I fired back, but my right arm got hit. Alex tried to intercept their comms, but there was nothing on the comms, only weird noise. That was when Shit, that's when my memories blacked out. I threw off the cops by making them think we went on the highway. Yeah. That was great. You got them to chase the wrong car, and then we were safe again. We weren't being followed, and our injuries weren't serious. We never checked the car, so I don't know. because then we suddenly lost control of the engine and the steering wheel. And then bang, we hit a pillar. After that, we woke up here. A young stud and an old geezer left with nothing to do but stare at each other. This kid's just shooting his mouth off. You got lots of guts to talk like that. That's because I trust you to be a monogamous man. You wouldn't get mad over a trifling comment, right? That's correct. Go on, keep talking like that and you'll find out what happens. Thanks, I knew you were cool. This old geezer's gonna show you what a real geezer is like. I'm sorry, I know my place. Just keep talking like that. It's unnerving. Well, that's all I remember about it. Wait, what happened to your brother, Alex? Huh, didn't you just tell me he was in another ward? Look, I think it says on that screen. I can't quite see what's on it, but it's what you told me. That's why I thought the three of us were already arrested. They were just waiting for us to heal so they could interrogate us. The hospital database is connected to the government's, so they probably know about our identities even if they weren't notified. They might have checked our IDs yet. The cops might not know who they were chasing. That's possible. We never showed our faces, so they could only ID the car. If we were brought in as just people from a traffic accident, it's very possible we haven't been arrested. Okay, I might have been too much of a pessimist, but it's better to be careful, right? He's being a lot more careful than usual. Is he still hung up on something? We still have one important thing we need to do, regardless of the rest situation. We need to leave this damn ward. We've been awake for half an hour now. No doctor or nurse has come to check on us. I don't know what this means, but I don't think we should just sit and wait. He's on edge, but he doesn't even realize it. I get it. He's not worried about himself. He's worried about his brother. A bit. I want to see him to make sure he's okay. No one responded after you knocked on the door, so I don't think there's anyone out there at the moment. That's probably a good thing. At least we won't get mobbed and interrogated the moment the door's open. So, what should we do now? We should start with the lock. Let's start with the lock on the door. I think we should wait and see what happens. Oh, you're right. Good call. Of course that was a good call. Hospital locks shouldn't be too difficult to work with. This should be a piece of cake. Okay, so move the cursor, press the lock. Automatic door only opens from the outside. What, military grade alloy? Why would a hospital need something like this? I can't break this. I'd maybe need a power drill. It's a medical box. Syringe. Another syringe. Old school lever switch. Rolling screen. Busting the lock is an option. Lock's no good. We gotta think of something else. Why? Do you happen to hide a power drill in your pants? It's a military lock. You gotta be kidding me. Why would this local hospital use military locks? Is that where my hospital donations are going? No wonder they're always doing charity drives. I don't get it. Okay, at least we know it won't work. We're left with two options. Look for a work pass that someone might have left behind, or just guess the password to the control panel. The control panel? The one back there. It should control most electronics in the room. The IV drips, air conditioning, and of course even the door. That being said, I don't think we're going to get anywhere by just guessing. It can only accept so many incorrect logins. We mess this up, and there might not be no options left. You could try looking for some sticky notes or something similar. I spent a lot of time at local hospitals like this while taking care of Alex. Taking care of Alex? I didn't know about this. He rarely speaks about his family. What do you mean by taking care of Alex? I was literally taking care of him. He's been frail and sick since he was a child, so he spent a lot of time at the hospital. I was his only family, so I had to take care of him. Albert, The nurses there would always write the password to the controls somewhere in case they forgot. It's worth a shot, otherwise we'd just be stuck here. Hello, welcome to the ward management system. Please enter the password for assistant. Ask any nearby staff. Please enter the password. Okay, so is there anything... It's medicines. Hand sanitizer. scrawled notes. Memories will confuse pinning to sleep. Don't forget under the bed. Keep note. This handwriting looks like mine. I don't remember writing this. What on earth? They took Albert away again. Under the bandages, they blue, no red. Won't die. Time isn't moving. It's always night. Too much time has passed. Not a hospital. Albert left. Don't forget the password. Here's the hint. Serial number from the implant rejection meds. Implant rejection meds. Okay, I found something. Oh, they actually left something? I didn't want to get my hopes up, but that's great news. Can we get the door open now? Unless you have a medical degree, because I don't know. How's anyone supposed to know the serial number? No, I've only got a hint. Maybe if you had a medical diploma. What? You're assuming I don't have one? So you do? Of course not. How are you so gullible? Yep, my bad. This dumb kid couldn't have gone to college. Why would I need a degree to figure out the password? Telling him won't change anything. I need to know the serial number to the drug that relieves implant rejection. Forget it. You won't know anything about it. Because... Oh, I get it. That was the clue, right? If that's the case, fuck, how are we supposed to know? I think Alex might have taken something like it. I wouldn't know the serial number, though. There's a couple bottles here that look similar to the ones he had. You could take a look. Other than that, I got nothing. That's what I was thinking. Patients, SRs. Muscle relaxant. Increases sensitivity of the 5 senses. Reduces implant rejection and soothes pain. Powerful, but only effective for short periods of time. Serial number is Y5YC. Y5YC. Verifying. Access approved. Oh, no way. You're a genius. Now we can get out. Select a function. Door control. What just happened? MBU, stop it. MBU? Yes, that's you. I'm talking to you. Bring your body here. You deviated from your assignment. We still haven't received the information we need. What are you doing? This man, this place. Where is this? Who are you? Theta 3. What is his problem? It's pretty clear that this MBU is exhibiting memory displacement. What's its classification? It's an Assault TA-7 silencer. I need answers. That tends to happen to all Assault-type MBUs, is all I can say for now. Are we robots? Like in Blade Runner? And the reason? Their pods were the first to be downgraded because they were only designed for short-term activities. Their intellectual and memory were capped at a certain level so what you're saying is Section 13 gave us defective products. We didn't have a lot to choose from. This was one of the few functioning MBUs they had, ever since those owls found us. So right now this MBU doesn't understand anything. It can perform simple locomotion and verbal communications. Otherwise, you're right, it can't do much. I've heard enough. If you're not satisfied, I said it's enough. Understood. One more thing. I saw experimental devices I needed inside the simulation room. Why did you do that? Where? There's injectors on the cabinet. Your people left them right there. Yes? Any reason why they're there? Those were left behind from the previous operation. You left items in the simulation room? I can deal with that right now if... No need. You're dismissed. Understood. Now that you're aware of your defects, MBU, I'll just get straight to the point. We placed Evan Zhang and Alex I in this simulation room. They've been here for the past few days. In the process, they were modified several times, including procedures that allowed you to take control of Ivan Zhang. Control? It's what you're doing now. However, as an MBU, you can't just control anyone. You're also unable to choose your target for control. MBUs can only control those people who are modified. We decide who you can control. You're just a mind without a body. There's nothing you need to understand. Me? But I can see his thoughts. Those are just echoes from his subconscious mind. Pay no heed. As long as you're in control, it won't pose any problems. Your assignment is to control this man and use him to draw out the information we need. From your conversations, I've already confirmed that they were once in possession of one of our key assets. I now need to know the coordinates for where it's hidden. I will bring Albert back and you'll get me the coordinates. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. I don't understand. Very good. I'll be borrowing that. I'm showing you Albert's size data here. As you see, 80% of his organs suffer severe failure after the accident. He's alive purely due to Section 13's regenerative technology. In short, it took some effort for us to keep him alive. I will not let that effort go to waste. I have two options to choose from. One, I let you do your work and you obtain the information I need. Albert Tsai lives and returns to society with Ivan Zhang, where they may become our pawns again at any time. Two, I dismantle Albert Mind and take the information I need. That means that he will die and I will lose a potential pawn. I still have expectations for you, even if you are defective. Listen, just give me the coordinates. I don't care how you do it. I'll be observing you. If anything goes wrong, I will end this assignment. What counts as something going wrong? What happens when the assignment is terminated? That is not information you need to know. It will happen if the target leaves or becomes overly emotional. You just need to focus on your assignment. When you're ready, sit here and I'll wake up Albert. Begin. Oh, interesting. This is an extremely interesting game. How do I sit? Tab to read minds. Get the key information. Sit down and try to take out, to find out what the target has hidden. I passed out? Yeah, you just suddenly passed out. It's okay, you only fell asleep. That's so. I guess I was too exhausted. But I have this splitting headache. Damn. My memories are a mess. I can't remember anything clearly. Ask me something. Might kickstart my memories. Okay, so where did we stash the package? How did you hide the package? Ooh, do I want to go with hide or stash? I'm not sure. Let's try. It's probably not a good time to ask about that. His eyes are wandering. I've seen his expression before. He feels guilty, but why? That's another one. Why not? Your rules. Remember? The rules all of us had to memorize. Unless it's absolutely necessary, exchanging sensitive information is forbidden until we're all safe. Absolutely necessary, what does that mean? When can we say that we're all safe? It's not that difficult to understand. When we're all home lying on the sofa browsing our phones, then we're safe. All you're missing is your phone. Yep, but this isn't home. Anyone could come in at any moment, so I don't really consider this a safe situation. Sorry, I can't answer that question. Okay, I don't think there's anything seriously wrong with my head. But since we're on the subject, I have a question. You once told Alex a story when you were drunk. It was about how you sold information to the cops to get one of our guys out of jail. That's not something to boast about. I should drink less. Is it true? Can something like that be arranged? It can, as long as you have something to give them. The key is to grant them small favors every now and then to keep them in your pocket. Once you have the connections, anything can be arranged. Can the cops really negotiate a deal like that? Information exchange for our freedom? Of course, maybe. Why do you want to know? Nothing. I'm just curious. It's only possible with the right connections. Ah, is that so? Then would it be possible even without the right connections? Have you heard of someone succeeding without them? Without connections, you'd just be turning yourself in. Wait, this kid. No, because it'll just fail. What are you trying to say? Nothing. Sorry, I was just going on a tangent. Oh, right, the door. Wait, so you cracked the password, right? Can we get the door open now? Yeah, we can't. Oh, great. Man, I wasn't really expecting you to manage that. Now we can leave. Yeah, not yet. Why? I wanted to wait for you to wake up. I'm worried there might be cops outside. Dad, did you see something? Otherwise, why are you being so cautious? I heard them talking. I thought I'd lay low for a while. Didn't want to attract attention. I thought I heard them talking. Really? Then it's over. We're not going to be able to escape. If we want to get off scot-free, we'll need to negotiate. I'll need to negotiate terms with them. We'll be fine as long as we hand over the goods. Maybe we should go with this one. You'll trade that package for our freedom? Like we said at the beginning? If you're ready to negotiate, you'll need to know where it's hidden, right? Of course. Is it really going to work that well? Why would they accept those terms? We're criminals. They probably have all the evidence they need to use against us. There are too many eyewitnesses. If they don't arrest someone, they can't exactly explain us away, can they? One of us might have a chance. But letting all three of us go? Can you guarantee that they'll accept it? Yes, it's too important for them. There's no guarantee, but it's worth a try. I have my contacts. I'll take care of it. What about Alex and me? What is he trying to say? If you talk to the cops, what's going to happen to us? He's worried about himself. No, he's worried about Alex. He's always worried about Alex. Come on, answer me. What's going to happen to us? What do you want? Do you not trust me? I don't know. Should I? Should I trust you? Of course you should. Tell you the truth, I'm terrified. I don't think you're taking my safety or Alex's safety seriously. I actually have this whole time. I'm worried that you might ditch us to save yourself. How could he think that? I've had their back since the beginning. You're wrong. I care a lot about you two, but what can you do about it? I can't allow Alex to have a criminal record. You know that better than anyone else. If that happens, no one's going to hire him. The algorithms will just chew him up and spit him out. He's not like us. He can't do this for the rest of his life. He needs to have his own life and raise his own family. But he's dead. Should I say that? What? What did you say? Nothing of spoke. Alex is dead, Albert. No, you didn't. You lied to me. You knew from the beginning. He's dead. Alex is really dead. No, I think I screwed up. I don't think there was any way to get him to admit it. Stop. I've seen enough. What are you doing? Deliberate sabotage? Why would you tell him that? You're defective. I should have known this would happen, but this series of events was not what I expected. I just have to get what I need by force. Before I dismantle his mind, his body might still be of use. Check the top of the cabinet for the blue injector. I need its serial number. I will inject Albert with that. Why would you do that? What's inside the syringe? It's none of your business. Go check quickly. What, this one? I mean, I can't click on anything, so that's why I'm confused. Oh. We'll just go with that one. Very good. I don't know if that's right. There we go. Start the injection. I didn't pick the blue one, I picked the red one. It's done. Retreat to the door. The test will now begin. Are you ready? I'm ready. Very good. Oh! I was not expecting that to happen. Test failed. We will try this until you succeed. What happened to Albert? He's now extremely aggressive. You must take him down. That's all you need to know. We will do this test over and over until you succeed. Let's try that again. Oh my gosh. Wasn't expecting any of that. Good, that's the kind of reaction. Speed I'd expect from assault type MBU. Effective. You're much more useful in situations that require brute force. Check up on Albert's situation, then come here and report to me. What's wrong with my head? Mental subject. Severe neck trauma, non-lethal. Thank God he's not dead. But the things I did, how could I know? So, should I say he's dead? Very good. I've had enough. Alex, Albert, I have all the data I need. No. Absolutely not. Wait. Did you notice any anomalies? What did I do to that? Why did I do that? I have to follow orders, sorry. Ivan Zane's nerve impulses are very turbulent. Adults that undergo the procedure tend to be more unstable. I should have taken better care of them. I told them I wouldn't allow anything to happen. I'm seeing spikes in anxiety and depression. My hands, Albert's bones cracking. So, is Ivan Zhang still resisting? I'm gonna kill him. He's still resisting. He wants to kill you. Looks like I didn't need to ask. At this point, he's going to fry his own brain. This is fascinating data for research in psychic dismantlement. It's done. What a nuisance. No, not like this. I'll never forgive you. You piece of shit. I'll remember you. I'll remember you no matter how many times you wipe my memory. I'll remember your disgusting face. I'll remember everything you made me do. Everything. I'll remember how you owe me your life. Just you wait, His resistance was stronger than I expected. I have to admit, I often underestimate these humans. But we're done here. It's time to settle things. MBU, I performed a check. You gave me the wrong serial number. I will only ask once. Answer carefully. Was that your intent? What was this person over here moving? Yeah, it was an accident. Yeah, it was. Did you know what was in that syringe? Were you trying to save him, or were you just... Why on earth would you... Are you really an MBU? What the hell? What? How did you... What are you? Oh, snap. He just covered up the whole scene. I don't know what happened. I killed them. All of them. You free. No need to obey them. Give you a new body. Live out your own will. This is yours, but also his. Wow, what the hell's happening? This is... What in the world? You're home. Why'd you turn off the lights? It's bad for your eyesight, you know. Maybe, yeah, why else? What do you mean, maybe? And why are you in the dark? Did you accidentally fall asleep? You're like an old man. I see you're dressed to leave at any time. You can change into your work uniform when we get to the farm. So, how are you doing? Ready for your new job? Already? Not sure. I'm glad you're so reliable, Jason. That's reassuring. If anything's on your mind, you can always tell me about it. You can ask me to help you with anything. Don't worry. By the way, there's a new notice from the management committee. They're replacing the floor tiles in the entrance hall. They just need authorization from every resident. You've got the digital chop, right? Can I get it from you later? The what? Sure. Thanks. Whew. They're finally about to start work on that. It took me 4 months to convince these people to do it. You also lost a lot of sleep over it. I also had to deal with all the bureaucracy. Why did she put herself out there like that? Someone else could have taken care of it. I'm glad I kept at it, because it looks like we're finally getting some progress. Hey, good job. It didn't look easy. That's great. Congratulations. Thanks. Wait, are you really Jason? Why aren't you nagging me about being a busybody? I want to. She really doesn't need to tire herself out like that. I think you're taking too many responsibilities. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Really? You really are a bit different today. Can I ask you something? Sure, depends on the question. Are you upset that I insisted on attending those meetings on my own? On your own? Yeah, you wanted to come with me, but I said I wanted to do this alone. Are you still upset about that? Not at all. Why would I be upset? Yeah, kinda. No, not really. That's good. I was worried about being too insistent. I know we work differently. I didn't want to see you get into an argument, so I took care of it by myself. Just let me handle these things. That Mr. Chen can be pretty harsh with his words. I was worried that if you went to the meetings, you'd be a bit difficult. Am I like that difficult? How do I put this? You can be pretty indifferent when you're talking to strangers. Sometimes you can even come off as mean, like someone with no patience. Remember when our neighbor tried to tell us about the scheduled power outage? Mr. Chen looked so scared when he saw your expression. Sometimes you look a little like a mean guard dog. I'm just a bit more cautious about it, arf arf. What was that? Trying to be cute. That won't work on me. I'm a cat person. I didn't think that stoic Jason could bark like that. This feels kind of, how do I put it, new? But I like it. Well, that was a good chat. I'm so dizzy right now. This feels... No. I was busy the whole afternoon, so I barely had a chance to talk today. Busy today? I spent a lot of time fixing the errors in the system because it wasn't a vision system. I wasn't used to it. She promised me she'd rest today. It's kind of nostalgic, though. It's been a while since I did repairs manually. We usually just run things through the company's troubleshooter. Oh, So did you work today? Didn't you promise to take a break today? So you did go to work today. Wait, let me explain. I really didn't want to go to work. I actually did a lot of relaxing things today. You know, entertainment and stuff. All sorts of stuff. Because I promised you that I'd take a break this afternoon. So I, Francis? Okay, sorry. I went to help Auntie Side again. She needed someone to help reset her delivery system. She's an old lady running a fruit stand on her own. She doesn't know how to fix it. Her son never comes back to help. Without the automated delivery system, she'd be... Sorry. I did promise I'd take a break, but doing this is relaxing for me, so I think it counts. Fran loves helping others, but she can get way over her head. She needs to rest. I don't want her to be overworked. Are you mad? I just want you to relax, take it easy. Doing all this work can't be good for your health. Okay, I am relaxed. Compared to filling out reports at the fab, recalibrating a Class A3 fulfillment system is much more therapeutic. I still like tinkering with these simpler machines. Ever since that promotion, I've had to deal with the most annoying creatures day in and day out. I'm talking about people. Telling you... oh, excuse me. That cough just came up on me all of a sudden. Telling you in case you don't get it. I got it the first time. Then I was wrong. Sorry. Alright, about that thing tomorrow. Tomorrow? Oh yeah, I'm all prepared. What thing tomorrow? Don't worry, I've taken care of it. Taken care of it? That's a strange way to put it. Okay, I think I'm going to lose this year. I tried really hard to find it, but I still don't know where you hid it. I really want to know, though. Can I get a hint? What did you prepare this year? Oh, don't worry. Ready for what? Keeping those lips sealed, huh? And that's my line. And are you just trying to distract me? Alright, I won't pry. That way it'll still be a surprise. I'm looking forward to it. I've also prepared something good. Alright, I'm going to take a shower and change, then we'll head out. We might need to wear masks. The air quality near the farm can get iffy. The farm, my new workplace. Give me like 15 minutes tops. I'll be quick. You don't have to rush, but you just got back, are you sure? Don't worry, I'll be very efficient. It'll be quick. I just want to wash the sweat off. Oh, right. I'm looking for this thing I need to bring to work later. Can you help me find it? It's a quantum key generator. A what? Huh? What was that already? That's right, you don't know what it is. It's hard to explain, but it's something I need for work. It's square-shaped, like an old-school hard drive. Maybe under the living room table next to my laptop, or in the closet next to the door, or the cabinet next to the sofa. Just look around for it. Thanks. Love you. Gonna go shower now. Love you too. Take your time. Pigeon post delivery. Package from her dad. It's been sitting there for a while. She's never opened it and doesn't want to talk about it. When she's ready, I'll listen to what she has to say. Okay, so I'm guessing it's not in there. It's like chips. Fran bought a bag of chips again. She can go through the whole bag when she's stressed. I have to hide the extra snacks from her. She also stays up at night, so her stomach always hurts. I left some stomach medicine for her in the cabinet. I should let her know. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Chocolate, whiskey thins, quantum key generator. Found it. Fran needs his quantum machine thingy. It should be this one, I think. I should take it. Unlock path. Is the PL8 powered on? So must have secretly put in a few levels today when I was gone. Thought we promised to clear the game together. Oops. Is this a closet? Door curtain. Hey, I found your thing. Forget about this controlled appliance our houses. We can actually let it auto-detect without manually controlling anything, but she doesn't like to... She feels like she's being watched. She even removed the detectors the previous tenants had installed. Jason? Was that you? What is it? Can we shower together? I found your hard drive. You were on the I'm gonna ask this one. You... What? What's gotten into you? You're normally too embarrassed by stuff like that to... But not now. I mean, look at the time. I'm almost done too, pervert. What was you want? You were on the PV late. Haha, you got me. Did I forget to shut it down? Sorry, I really felt like playing today. I did find out what happens after that cliffhanger. Come on, what about me? It still is your last save file. Let's find time to play together from there. Now let me finish my shower. No, I'm gonna bother you. I found your hard drive. What? I said I found your hard drive. Sorry, you sound really muffled. You want your shampoo? I found your hard drive. I was way off. Sorry, that just tickled my funny bone. Gotcha. I told you I couldn't hear you properly. Just hand it to me later. Thanks. What the hell is that noise? Water. Photo frames. Smart butler. I'm still amazed at the fact everyone has one of these now. It's just more convenient to have the system connected to your appliances. Before I moved in with Fran, I just didn't think I had to adjust the AC. What the hell is that noise? Excuse me, but could you keep the noise down? Hey, take it easy, honey. And you are? Good evening. Wow, what happened? You're just going to pretend you don't know us? Calm down. So sorry, Mr. Dye. We're from downstairs. We came over to say hi when we moved in last month. Let's just cut to the chase. I'm going insane over the racket you're making. We weren't being that loud. Could you not move furniture around at night? We're not moving anything. We'll move whenever we feel like. We're not moving anything. How's that possible? I kept hearing noises from your house. I'm told you it's probably not coming from Mr. Dye. It's coming from Mr. Lau on the other side. He said he was moving something soon, remember? Huh, really? Yes. Well, why didn't you say? I've been saying that this whole time. Oh, well then. Wow, I'm so sorry. Looks like it's my bad. It's fine, we're okay now. Sorry to bother you. Goodbye. So sorry about that, Mr. Dye. My wife can be a bit tactless. Please tell her not to do that again. It's okay. Thank you, I apologize. Until next time, good night. See, no, I wanted to get in the shower. So where did you find the hard drive? Under the table. At least we found it. Wow, how did it get there? It must have slipped out when I left. My bag was open, but I didn't notice it had dropped. You're amazing. How'd you know to look back there? You're the kind of player who manages to unlock all the secret routes. Hand it to me. Thanks. I'm not losing anymore. This thing's important. I'm almost done. Just gotta dry my hair. And send off a couple of emails. Give me a few minutes. Man, I need one of those. Can straighten your hair too? Can you pick up the pace? That's a cool hairdryer. What? Is it? This one's an older model. It still has to fly around. Now it's all about the ones that can dry your hair instantly. Photo frame. Picture of her first date. Fran was so happy that day. She really was happy when I baked that cake for her too. When I made her that lunchbox, she was also... I think Fran has always been happy. That was Fran's first award. It means a lot to her. She said it was the first time her father complimented her. It looks a bit tacky, but she was adamant about putting it there. Are you done yet? There's someone at the door. Could you get that again? I swear to God, it was not me. Hello there, Mr. Dye. Good evening. And you are? Hello? I wanted to catch up to you before you all left for work. I was afraid I'd miss you. I'm here to give you a heads up about something. We'll be moving out tomorrow and there will be some noise. Fran needs to work tomorrow and she's a light sleeper. So that made me think about you two working the night shift. It might affect your sleep, so I was wondering, would it be a nuisance? Normally, you'd rent noise suppressors from the moving company, so it shouldn't be too noisy. It's nice of him to give us a heads up. I think if you got noise suppressors, we'll be fine. No, we don't mind at all. Yep, I'll take care of it. I'll ask him to slow the bots down. He never mentioned any noise suppressors. Is he really going to be that stingy? Sure, that's fine. You'll be renting noise suppressor, right? Did you plan on disturbing her sleep so you could just save a few bucks? About that. Yeah, I'll consider it. I mean, the apartment bylaws require it, but I thought maybe my good neighbors don't mind. I knew it. You need to have noise suppressors. I'll sue you if you don't rent one. Please look into it. Oh, definitely. Okay, I'll talk to the movers about it. I just thought we might not even need it, but since you insist, I guess I'll have to rent one. I'm not worried about the cost, but I'm not going to be doing it for you. I guess young people these days can't handle stress or noise. I'm kidding. I'm glad he's moving away. Is Miss Cheng home, or has she gone to work? You got to work harder, Mr. Dai. I always see that busy Miss Cheng handing out or coming back from work. That must be exhausting. It is. She needs a break. Yeah, she's very passionate about her job. A job's a job. That's got little to do with passion. Do you two plan on ever having kids? If I recall correctly, Mr. Liu never married. What about you? You never been married. We'll plan that for the near future. Near future? At your age, you should already have a plan. Let me give you some advice. We men need to be the chief breadwinners. Don't let your girlfriend do all that hard work. This is what she loves to do. It's what she loves. No girl would ever want to work like that. Not only that, she's also doing the night shift. That's a travesty. It's not exactly the night shift. What you're saying is disrespectful to her. I mean, yeah, if that's what she chooses to do. Fine. How am I being disrespectful? I'm just looking out for her. If she keeps doing her night shifts, what's going to happen to her skin condition? Girls have to take care of themselves. Her skin actually looks great. She needs to look pretty, so you can look good in public, too. I've had enough. I can't listen to this drivel. That's enough, sir. You're right. You know what? I'm just gonna, right. Just let it go. Get this guy away from me. Good luck with your future, young man. Won't bother you anymore. Goodbye. Whatever, dillhole. He's kind of annoying, isn't he? Yeah. You kept your cool. I thought you'd start yelling at him. I got so mad at what he was saying. You heard? Just ignore him. I'm trying, but it's hard. You did the right thing. We shouldn't let him try to weasel his way out of it. It was good that you focused on the noise suppressors. He's not a bad person, but sometimes he can be really petty. He also likes to gossip, and his jokes are kind of insulting. Whatever. I'm glad I have a dependable boyfriend who can take care of that. You're the best. You're always so good at dealing with petty people like that. Thank you. By the way, when he was talking about having children and stuff, you told him about plans in the near future. So, can I look forward to those plans? Oh no, I didn't mean to leak that information, but she'll never guess it's tomorrow. Should I give her a simple response? Who knows? Let's find out. You can, but who knows? Really? I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, I mustn't give you a whole lecture. I don't want you to think that I was secretly listening the entire time. That's probably what happened. Okay, that took a bit too long. I'm ready to go. Let me see. XIRI is telling me to take the bus to get to the farm. I think the company's shuttle system is undergoing maintenance today. Have you gotten everything? If you're ready, let's go. Oh, can I just walk out? How could you leave without me, meanie? By the way, there was something you said to Mr. Liu. You probably don't remember, but when you called him out for being disrespectful, that made me really happy. You understood how much I care about my work. You know how much I devote myself to it, and you're still willing to defend my choices. I'm just really glad you spoke up for me. Thank you. That's all. That was a little embarrassing. Alright, let's do this. Ha. Going to the farm doesn't feel like such a good idea now. Frances doesn't need to escort me. She can stay at home. What can I do? Gotta accompany the boyfriend. Maybe you could just stay at home? Thanks. I'm just joking. I promised I would go with you, and I intend on keeping that promise. They made me take care of a few things at the farm, too. Life's hard. Still, we must do what must be done. Okay, if we're all ready, let's go. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can run. Although, why are you just standing there? I can't wait if you have something to do. I can wait if you have something to do. Okay, so we are supposed to go the other way. Got it. Hey, don't run. Can't we just walk there? It's not like we're in a hurry. Oh, fine, I'll walk. Wait. Did you hear that? Look there. It should be. That should be a Growell cargo ship. This city really makes you feel small and insignificant, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think it does. That's why we have to work hard to be extraordinary. Let's go, the bus is coming. Well, I mean, we were on our way and you stopped us. You sure you're okay? I still don't think this new job really suits you. I need a job right now. Don't force yourself into it if you don't want to. I can't stay unemployed at home. I need to put some pressure off of her. As a farm supervisor, I'm sure my salary is enough for the both of us, but her family needs that money. You should take time to find something you like. I want to be able to support you, easy for you to say. You've always been supporting me. You made me realize that you'll always be there to support me. It's really important to me, really. But what I want to say is I'll still support you even if you don't have a job. I don't want you to feel like you should get a job because of me. I don't want to be a burden on you. Jason, I'm serious. I know, it's okay, you're not being a burden. Yeah, good. The bus is so slow. Looks like City Hall must have spent their flop supplies on another district. I guess we're all second-rate citizens here in Yonghai District. Flop supplies? What does that have to do with the buses? Oh, I see. Right now, one-pipe systems are controlled by AI, right? Systems like public transportation, energy, communication, logistics, and so and so. Oh, and of course, surveillance. The algorithm and citywide sensors automate a lot of complicated work. But no matter how optimized the algorithm is, it still requires a massive amount of computing power or flops to handle the data coming in. So like right now when it's rush hour, our flops will be activated to the busier districts. When that happens, traffic efficiency here takes a hit. Okay, do you get it now? Yep, I get it. I still don't get it. Good. Oh, the bus is here. Okay, so that's the demo. Okay, so this demo's over. Thanks for playing. Add to the wish list now. Alright everyone, so that is all the demos that I had picked out from Steam. I hope you enjoyed them. You know, I played them so you could kind of see how they were, in case, you know, it was something maybe you were interested in, but then you realized you weren't. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I might have to do it again if you guys like enjoyed me playing demos to kind of, you know, put games out there and see if it's something that you would enjoy. And if it's something I enjoy, put it on my wish list and I'll buy it and play the whole thing for you. So please leave me a comment down below, leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.